Top cop Sitole is fighting to keep his job. A board of inquiry has been set up to probe the National Police Commissioner's fitness to hold office. Now, President Cyril Ramaphosa is currently considering suspending Sitole for failing to help the independent police investigative Directorate. But for more on this, I'm joined by Dr. Johan Burger from the Institute for Security Studies. And thank you so much for your time. And good morning to you. I suppose my first question to you is, should Sitole be worried at this stage? I mean, the president did consider his submissions in terms of why he should not, be suspended. But at this point, there's a probe now, a whole board of inquiry looking into his fitness to hold office.
Good morning, Tumi. Yes, I think he must be very worried at this moment. Especially since the court decisions against him, finding that he was in breach of his duty. And I mean, when a high court and an appeal court finds that you, as the top officer in the police service, have breached your duty, that amounts, in my view, to serious misconduct. And so, if that is the finding against you, I mean, it's just a matter of formality, in my view, for a board of inquiry to come to a similar conclusion. So clearly, the National Commissioner has a lot of reasons to be worried.
The other side of the camp here, Dr. Burger, are of the view that this might be nothing more than a political ploy to remove Sitole. Is there reason to believe that this move is rather more than just what the investigation is about, his fitness to hold office, probing into those allegations against some dodgy deals under his watch? Could there be a political ploy here against Sitole?
Well, I don't see a political ploy. We have been pointing out the difficulties, the crisis, in fact, in police leadership for a long time now. And the ongoing battles, internal battles amongst the top officers in the police service, the National Commissioner and a number of his generals, is public knowledge. Also, his conflict with the ongoing conflict with the National Commission, with the Minister of Police, is public knowledge. So there's also been allegations of him not being as operationally visible as one would expect of the National Commissioner, and perhaps one of the reasons why the Minister has sort of intruded on that terrain. So no, and I mean, if you look at what happened with the Grabber saga, the way that he tried, clearly, if you read the court decisions, tried to keep the documentation about the Grabber incident from public scrutiny and from the investigations by the Independent Police Investigative Directorate, then clearly there are more than enough reasons to believe that he should be investigated by a board of inquiry. And I don't see anything political in that.
So what then happens next, Dr. Burger? When should we expect at least, final word on his fate as the National Police Commissioner?
Well, it all depends now. This process have started, it looks to me, towards the end of September already, when he was given this notice of intention to suspend him. He had time to respond to that, which he clearly did, and which did not satisfy the president. So the president then appointed this board of inquiry. It is comprised of a judge of the High Court and two suitable other persons, and they now have to determine the time, the date when this hearing should start, because it's just another form of a disciplinary hearing. And they then will have the opportunity to bring evidence against him. Sitole will have the opportunity to question them and to also provide some evidence from his side to counter the allegations against him. So it's like a trial, very much like a criminal trial. And this may take some time. I expect at least a few weeks. So we don't know precisely when it ends, but it looks like this could be finalized before the end of the year.
Yeah, and in the meantime, while the so-called trial or investigations are going through, as that evidence is presented against him, do you think he'll find it difficult or easy to prove his innocence?
Well, I think it would find it extremely difficult. If you exclude all the other evidence, then the finding by the High Court and especially by the appeal court, which confirmed the initial finding, is damning, in my view. You cannot have a national commissioner who is found by a high court to have been in breach of his duty and not think that that is serious enough for him to be removed from office.
All right, we'll have to wait and see on the outcome, but thank you for speaking to me. That is Johan Burger from the Institute for Security Studies.